From the heart of UCLan, this is Pulse Radio.
Hello, welcome to the R&R and Carl show. We're your hosts. I'm Ryan.
I'm Rob.
I'm Carl.
And welcome back. This is our 8th recording.
Yes.
Well, not 8th episode, I should say. We've done like 9 of these.
Yeah, we've done that. Technically 10 recordings.
10?
Last week was 2.
No, but that's... it's sessions, yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But yeah, it's the 8th episode. This means we would have produced...
Ooh.
Put out 8 hours worth of content.
Oh.
How proud of you guys.
Well, I guess I'm okay with it. We're going to be one of those YouTube channels that uploads like 10,000 videos eventually.
Eventually.
Sure.
You know the type. It's like some streamer's archive channel.
Yeah.
Literally upload everything we ever do.
Oh, no. Oh, God.
Are we not, greeting the Chinese people today? It's Chinese New Year.
Oh. Is it Chinese? I didn't actually know that, no.
It's Chinese
Well, it's Chinese New Year. Was it Year of the Pig?
Yeah. Pig, yeah.
It is the Year of the Pig
Well,
today.
happy Chinese New Year, I guess.
Also...
We didn't make any accommodations to the episode for that.
I know.
But, at least we acknowledged it.
It's also Friend Day.
Friend Day.
So,
Friend Day.
I'm going to avoid the in-betweeners joke.
But yeah, I saw it on Facebook this morning.
Yeah, but social media days are all dumb.
Yeah,
it's
I know. But
I'd rather celebrate.
On Twitter, there's like a day for everything, honestly. There's like National Frisbee Day or something.
That's
not real.
Chocolate Day in 3 days.
Oh.
No
one celebrates these things. They just put them on hashtag trending.
People celebrate Chinese New Year.
Well, people, of course, it's different, Carl. That's an actual holiday.
That's true.
Chocolate Day.
I can't say I celebrate Chinese New Year.
I can't say. Well, happy Chinese New Year to
you. Well,
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
if we've got anybody from Chinese...
We need to ask.
Might do.
So email Jess.
Email?
At jess.com.
At jess.com.
Yeah.
At least put
she has her
UCLan.
own website.
She doesn't, but she might. I have my own website. It's just a picture of Danny DeVito there.
ryanpetho.co.uk.
Yeah, ryanpetho.co.uk.
Yeah.
Everyone knows your name now.
Well, everyone knows your name now. Robert Graham.
I think everybody knows mine at some point.
I just clarified it to everyone. Robert Graham, Carl Angeles, Ryan Petho. There you go.
With the trio running the R&R show.
Yeah.
Exposed.
The R&R show exposed. Right.
Next week I'm going to say personal addresses. Ooh.
Ooh.
You know what? Like the week afterwards, that's when we do security numbers on the back of credit cards.
Those are 30-digit numbers.
Mine's 40.
40.
Yeah, just it. That's
okay.
it.
So should we get into some topics then?
Yeah,
we've got quite a few this week.
I know we've got
quite a bit to talk about.
We've got discussion. We're not going to do that thing where we talk about our own show while on the show.
Yeah, we're not doing the whole meta kind of.
Let's just talk about things.
Yeah, let's talk about things. So
I'm already hating this first topic.
I had to put this in.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you?
Yes.
Let's.
I didn't say it 3 times.
It's Rob's idea, so let Rob introduce it. The boatload of good luck with this.
Yeah. Right. So, if you've seen anything in the news recently, you might have heard about the Warwick University situation. So it's turned into kind of a whole fiasco in terms of how Warwick University are dealing with it. So it got exposed by some student. These rape chats are pretty much is the best way of putting them. These 3 guys had this private conversation.
Yeah,
it turned out to be 3 guys.
Oh, isn't it 5?
Yeah, I thought it was
they've only released information of 3, so that's why I was going on.
There was 5 people in the chat that was confirmed, and one of them did make racist remarks, even if he didn't denounce their rape comments.
Well, they've only publicised saying that there was 3. They've only put pictures up, said names.
I swear I've seen 5 pictures of bloods.
Well, I've only
there was the BBC News article on it.
I don't think it was BBC News I saw. I saw some Guardian or something. I can't remember. But there's a group of guys who had this chat on Facebook, which they talked about raping girls, right? Quite a bit. I'm trying to be very careful with what I
knew this would be a minefield we get into.
Right. But it's not just the fact that talking about this, there's also racist remarks in there as well, and a lot of
It was
there's
pretty messed up.
Yeah,
from what they
really,
always pretty
really
messed up.
messed up discussion.
I don't understand how these people can treat themselves seriously while they unironically make these statements.
Yeah,
Because a lot of these don't pass as jokes.
Well, these
Even if there's an argument to be made that they're jokes, they're very clearly not. Some of them.
they're clearly not. They got they got put out into the world on Twitter, and obviously everybody knows now who they are. But Warwick University originally turned around and said
they don't comment on individual cases. I remember that.
They're not going to do much about it, which was kind of like, right, great.
This is why I don't know. Have they done anything else?
Well, they haven't, but a petition has been signed, and now they're potentially getting forced to do.
I mean, they're going to have
about
to
it because they allowed these students back onto their course.
Why
Imagine
would they do
being
that?
in like the class with someone who you know now has potentially has raped someone.
Yeah,
or
that's the
or
thing,
has like the mentality that they want to.
Yeah.
It's a really scary environment to.
And the idea of these people furthering their career and then getting in a position of power is also more uncomfortable.
Yeah,
This is how sexual predators are made. This is look at Hollywood. That's,
exactly. It's but yeah, it's a really. I'm hoping Warwick University do something about it because
it is open, but big institutions like to ignore small people. But universities are a bit more like they kind of have to if they want to push inclusivity.
Yeah, but
so it's hard to say where it'll go, but hopefully it will.
Like if you read what I put on Twitter about when I retweeted originally,
I didn't know.
Inform the viewers.
I put,
listeners.
Follow Robert Graham at
It's
the original.
It's like Robbie _ something. I can't remember.
It's like
how
4
many.
underscores, isn't
something
it?
Like
3,
that.
4.
Right.
It's got a yellow hoodie. Just look at that guy.
Yeah. Look for the yellow hoodie guy. Yeah. I'd retweeted about this and put that it probably isn't the only university, to for this type of thing to go on at, because from what I've gathered and what from a couple of friends as well, is kind of some of the toxic environments they are around in universities, specifically in sport clubs.
Without a doubt, this stuff does go on.
It seems very.
I would think it was like, at first I thought it was like just American universities.
No, well, because you got those frat houses in America where all those dude bros live, and then they
bros.
Yeah, that's seriously. That's these kind of guys, and they party all the time. It's a stereotype, but they do exist. These people.
It seems like in some of the sport clubs.
They got that
in
attitude.
Universities, there's that attitude where there's kind of like, for guys, there's competitions on.
Yeah, I do. You vaguely remember you telling me about this.
How many people they can get with, if you know.
To measure their masculinity. But it's
it's really masculine environments.
No, but really, that's where you talk about toxic masculinity stuff.
Yeah,
but there's also cases as well of like girls just literally sleeping with like a whole team of people and stuff, and these are like things I've heard, and it's like
I get the
really weird kind of like.
I get the thing of it's like, see, I'm gonna do a little bit of a counter argument. It seems just very consensual, and who cares? I think when it's that, but it's in the environment where it's dangerous. I think that's when it's an issue. If everyone's consenting to this. Who cares? When it's stuff like
I get that.
Revenge porn and stuff like that, because these chats of these groups of lads, they tend to do that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
That's when it's crossing over boundaries. But initially, it's weird, I admit, but there's not I can't see a current issue with it.
No, there's
what these people do.
Didn't you say there was like they had a tally? Like, how would they like know if they actually did it? Will they send like photos without their consent?
I don't know the details of that, but
there you go. You're getting into the boundary. Was like there probably is an issue here somewhere because
there is, but from the outside you can't. Really
I'll retract my statement where it was it's like the brewing of an issue where it's like inherently it's weird, but there's nothing directly wrong with it
on the surface.
On the surface, but there is probably something more. Okay, phone going off. There probably is something going on a bit further down.
I suspect there is because, like Carl said,
you bring up a good point with that, Carl.
I mentioned that there was I'd been told of tallies that guys had kept in terms of and like little competitions about how many girls they'd slept with, and I'm like, right, some people just don't want to sleep with,
No.
say 20 people, for example.
Well, not obviously.
But some guys can obviously make it a kind of a bit of an achievement.
Well, yeah, but you got to kind of question the sort of person who prides himself in this. How many people he's had sex with? Yeah. He must be a very boring person.
I can imagine.
You know, it's like where else you got to talk about?
Yeah. It's the environment. From what I can gather, that type of environment has been really.
I can imagine it's commonplace in a lot of these places.
Yeah.
I knew people like that. It was back in high school, so these people exist, and
which is why I got out of doing sports stuff. So.
Calling out sport teams.
Don't join the sports
3 radio
clubs.
shows about football, Rob. You're going to be very upset.
Rob.
They're coming after you.
Oh well.
Don't join any sports club.
You have to find me first.
Yeah, there's probably some sports clubs out there. I imagine something like doing archery wouldn't be that toxic.
Oh yeah. No. It's the stereotypical,
it's the,
sports,
football, rugby. Yeah. I imagine basketball's okay. I can't imagine it being too bad.
I can't imagine.
You have to be 6'7" to do basketball.
There is the stereotypical sports which I think are the ones causing problems, but.
Tennis. I still think those tennis boys are out there.
Tennis
boys.
I get it. Badminton. I think those guys out there are really toxic.
How about volleyball?
No, Carl, volleyball is a bit of a problem. From what I've gathered.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying. But
netball.
From what I've gathered, no, volleyball apparently is.
Yeah, but netball.
It's like a mixed sport. And there's problems with that. So.
Well, I can't say I know anything about it. So let's move on.
Let's move on. So what have we got next? HMV.
Saved.
We covered this in the last episode.
We did, but now,
we're hoping for it to be saved.
Did we? I didn't really care.
Oh. Well, I hoped for it to be saved. I think that's what I put. But yeah, some Canadian record shop owner or something bought it. Apparently,
the loss of 400 jobs. That for the corporation, that's not that many jobs.
Well, the over when
is it just management roles?
No, the takeover. It took over most of the stores, but couldn't get. I think 27 stores weren't part of the sale.
Yeah.
So they got closed. So that's for the loss of 400 jobs.
It's not the worst situation, I guess, but it's.
It's.
I mean,
limited
I feel sorry for those. I do feel sorry for those people.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, there's 400 people out of job now. That's kind of scary.
Well, there's a couple of betting shops in Preston which have
bets on who's keeping it.
There's this billionaire from Lancashire who's bought a load of stuff. He owns Guildhall. He owns a couple of betting shops, a couple of restaurants.
He owns the show.
He's run into problems now.
Too much betting.
No, to the point where
it's not got enough money anymore.
Apparently, on Sunday he just shut down all the betting shops which he owned. It gave people no notice. The shop shut at 6, and he went in at 6 and said, "You've all lost your jobs."
At least you know gambling addiction's going to go down.
There's less places to do it.
I mean, there's a few places in just Preston that we walk past daily that are just gambling.
Yeah, gambling shops. Yeah, well, some of them are going to be shutting down now. So
stop
your gambling, Ryan.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with gambling. I think online gambling's pretty dodgy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, gambling. Casinos.
I think every so often, as long as it doesn't become an addiction,
I swear that's all I get advertised on YouTube now. I just get gambling adverts. I've never gambled.
The only time
that's all I get.
The only time I ever gamble is for Grand National. That's it. It's kind of like a tradition in my family.
It's a little bit different.
Well, yeah.
I'd say gambling is more.
You're taking a gamble.
I guess so, but gambling I'd say is more close to the slot machines and card games.
Oh no! Yeah.
I'd describe that as just betting.
More like a casino type thing. Yeah,
that's
fair enough.
I think I only did it once, and that's it.
It's not for me, to be honest. I play in Red Dead or something. I'd lose to some poker. I think that's fun. When it's there's no stakes that are actual money, that's when it's fun. Yeah. When it's actual money, it's why? I don't know. I don't see the fun in that. I'd just be stressed out. That's just me, I guess.
Yeah,
that's at least I'll never develop a gambling addiction.
That's good to know.
Not yet.
Don't gamble, people.
So what's this next? We had a search party out for
Carl.
Carl's
we're
here.
Missing Carl.
This morning at least, but he's here now. So
we found him.
So delete that because he's here.
Okay.
Ring him up.
Thank you.
I'll just put found.
Found. Thank you.
Exclamation mark.
You question mark. Found.
Found. What?
Found.
So we've got after that. Queen is to be evacuated in no deal Brexit. Right.
Yeah, do you hear about this?
Yeah.
I've seen it on.
They're going to fire into space, weren't they?
That was the thing. That was the joke.
Yeah.
I saw going. We will literally shoot the Queen up into space.
Nice.
I made a reference to World War I when the German king left the country. The Kaiser, that was it.
Yeah,
he left the country after they lost the First World War.
Yeah.
He evacuated. Like, is this what's happening with us now? Is this the end of our monarchy?
Yes.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hey, at least something could come out of a no-deal Brexit. We'll have no monarchy.
That's good.
Nah, she'll probably end up going Canada. She's the queen there still as well.
Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah. The royal families are they're royal to other places.
Okay.
Canada especially. I think Australia. I think they still recognise it as their royal family. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't really remember. There's a few places.
I don't know off the top of my head.
I don't know.
I think even part of India. I don't know. I really don't know.
Well, yeah, because part of
they
India
were
was
part
under the British Raj,
yeah,
wasn't
but
it?
I think only a small part of India still recognise her as the queen. I'm not sure.
Probably the ones who aren't pissed off we kind of...
I mean, it'll be a very small minority.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Maybe Beijing. Hong Kong, I mean.
Oh,
Which one was
Hong Kong.
Yeah,
It's Hong Kong the one.
Beijing's the capital of China.
I mix them up all the
Hong
time.
Kong's a...
I'm
Hong Kong's the
geography.
one, the independent one from China.
That's the one.
Independent state from
They
China.
probably recognise her still.
Well, they like the whole idea of British stuff, I think.
I don't know enough about China or Hong Kong or anything.
Well, I'm only going off the very limited knowledge of Hong Kong I know.
I just don't know geography. That's me being really honest.
Where's Russia?
It's everywhere.
That's
not
far
far
off. That's not far off, actually.
I know Europe better than anywhere else. When it comes to Asia and then America, I'm just lost. But even Africa as well.
I think I'd do pretty good if I, had to have an empty map and label each country. I don't think I'd do too bad.
I'd probably fail that.
Yeah, Europe I could do alright with, just not.
Yeah.
I'd probably do stuff like mix up Sweden and Iceland.
No, I'd certainly mess up a lot of the Albania, Lithuania, Slovakia, Slovenia, that type of very, very Eastern Europe.
The amount of World War II games I've played, I think I just know the European map very well at this point.
Fair enough.
Or maybe less with the USSR, because they kind of took up everything.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Because we're just getting boring talk now. Liam Neeson wants to beat up random black people. I don't know if you heard about that. Do you hear about this?
No, who's Liam Neeson?
Taken guy.
Oh, okay.
The guy from Taken. He's in Fallout 3.
And he's now beating up random black people.
Well, no, he's not doing that now.
Wanting.
He almost wanted to.
Oh.
He would.
Why? What's the story?
The story is he was in an interview and he explained that when he was younger, someone who was close to him got raped by a person who was black.
Yeah.
And instead of he had this weird intention to beat up random black people just for the sake of it. Like he'd go out with
one
a metal
person's
stick.
actions has affected him to
Yeah,
be...
so he purposely wants some black people to be angry at him just for the sake of getting into a fight with them, and he'd go around with a metal rod. Apparently, he didn't say if he ever got into these fights.
Yeah,
but
I think if he did say that,
he said he wanted to, which I think that's kind of weird.
Ringing alarm bells.
Yeah, I'm a bit questionable. I could understand him being angry towards the individual, but it sounds
just
like
a general.
It sounds like seriously. It sounded like the way. I don't want to misquote, but from what I remember reading this morning, it was like just generally black people. Yeah. It was a weird interview for him to give.
Wow.
So I don't think Taken 5 is happening.
Oh well.
Taken 5. Liam Neeson declares a race war. Don't think that nice. A bit late on that light, Rob. Rob just turned on the on-air light.
Yeah.
It's meant to always be on, isn't it?
So people, that's what I was thinking.
At least it's done though.
Yeah, that wasn't part of the script, by the way.
Yes, we don't. Yeah, all of this is scripted.
Yeah, sure. Like underneath their
like right now, what's going on? Right
Carl's got AirPods on underneath there. I think.
I've got AirPods.
Yeah.
AirPods.
I don't even use an iPhone anymore.
You can still use them.
Anymore. Used to.
You can still use them with Android. They just don't have half the capability. They just have purely headphone.
What's the point of it?
What capabilities they have anyway? I don't know.
I've seen memes about it, like, you won't lose your AirPods anymore, but attaching
the
actual
What are the benefits for AirPods?
I'm pretty sure with the phone, it's got integration. You can check the little charging case, the battery of that, the battery level on your phone with that. You can do the same with your actual headphones.
It's also like a twat. wearing them. I think that's a benefit.
Exactly. That's
a benefit.
That's not a benefit to anyone. Come on.
I've seen so many people in the last week with just AirPods in. It's like you're just like doing things in general.
Easy to lose.
I've seen people in lectures just sat with AirPods in.
Yeah, I know.
It's almost become more of a fashion thing than it is anything else. It's like,
it looks horrible though.
They do. They look nasty.
They're not like
You look like you got a hearing aid in.
It looks like someone's just come and snipped the wire, because it's not like they've redesigned it to look nice. They've literally just gone, here's some
no wires.
Yeah, just
earphones.
They're just here's some Apple headphones. Snip the wire on them. That's what it literally looks like.
This is why old people have invisible hearing aids, because they look horrible when they're like wireless like that. It's just weird.
Well, I think wireless headphones in general don't look that good.
No,
they're either like really small and discreet, and you lose them, or they like loop over your ear. They look really weird.
The loop over ear ones I get because they're usually just for fitness.
Yeah, like sport ones. Yeah.
But I used to have wireless earphones, and I remember the biggest problem with them was just battery life. They'd last a while, but then it would just guarantee me like half a day at most, and I used them a lot, so it was just infuriating.
I listened to music a lot, so I'd be constantly having to recharge them up.
Don't buy wireless earphones. Just go wired.
Bit of advice in the R&R show.
Wireless headphones, they're fine. I think they're more than fine.
Yeah, like proper. Yeah. Over
wireless earphones, that's a no-go.
The thing is, wireless ones actually have lower sound quality as well. So if you're anybody who actually cares about hearing,
unless you go for really high end,
high-end like AirPods.
No, but you are.
I've never tried them, so I don't know the quality of them. But I'm Apple. They tend to do quality pretty decently. Yeah. As much as I like to slag them off, they do give what they're saying.
Yeah.
If not a hugely inflated price, that's usually rounded to like the nearest 100 or nearest 1,000.
The prices they would produce at would be certainly.
Should you have a look?
Yeah, let's have a gander. I think they're 129.
You want 129 for AirPods? Everyone's willing to drop £129 just for AirPods.
Oh no, 159. Officially from Apple. 159 quid. Why would you look at them? What is that?
That's AirPods 2.
Oh God, we've got ourselves into some. Look how bad they look. Like, why do you need the stick? Why?
Yeah. But it's part of the effect, isn't it? Everyone, you need to know you're using an Apple product.
Hey guys, I've got an AirPod.
Carl just pulled out his white earphones and just covered up the wire with his hand. Very clever.
Very clever.
Well done, Carl.
It's my own version.
We've had a nice little rant about AirPods.
This episode's called Badpods because we don't like them.
Badpods.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously debate.
It's open for debate.
It's up for debate.
Disagree.
Unless you can suggest something better for
come on, Badpods.
Badpods.
Bearpods.
Bearpods.
Yeah, like bears. And put them in pods. Put a Photoshop of that. Like bears in someone's ear. And you call them Bearpods.
I'm going to try and do that now.
That's an awful idea for a Photoshop.
It really is an awful idea. But Rob's going to play it.
I'll try it.
I don't know if it'll work. All right, let's cut to a little break, yeah?
Yeah,
right.
We'll get some music going.
Get some music going.
Welcome back.
Fucking hell, Rob.
We're back.
We need to organise that better, Christ.
We weren't prepared.
Nah. This thing I found.
What is that?
I don't know. It's like
a giant elastic band.
Yeah, it's like a giant elastic band I found.
So we
Carl.
Carl, did you say Carl?
Yeah, I did say.
I
wanted
Carl
to mislead
Rob. Me. So we had a bit of discussion about AirPods before.
Yeah, we did.
A bit of a rant, more like I'd say. We're gonna have another rant about the Super Bowl now.
We skipped the stuff about the Instagram egg.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, bellend. You fucking bellend, Rob.
Right, so what's this deal with the Instagram egg?
No, it's just the Instagram egg that got really popular. Turned out just to be a mental health awareness thing.
How is it mental health?
Do you not see it was post? You not hear the egg was posting like cracks on it?
No, yeah, I saw them. Yeah, I physically saw. Yeah.
Fucking hell, guys! I didn't care about this story.
I haven't seen.
You guys told me about it.
No, it was Rob.
You told me, Carl.
It got more and more cracks, and then turned into American football at one point.
Oh.
about mental health awareness and all that.
Oh God! Right, okay.
All right,
no, but that's good.
Oh God, people have mental health issues.
No, but they made a whole deal with the Super Bowl thing.
Who cares? Mental health awareness is a good thing.
It is a good thing. I do. Yeah.
There's so many people who live backwards and don't think it's an issue.
I know.
It's good that something's like the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
that's a good
to
thing.
be fair, I just don't like the Super Bowl. That's
well, yeah.
But,
I just don't want segues good into the Super Bowl because Super Bowl's boring and I don't. Who watches it?
People.
Carl, he's the American one, isn't he?
I don't know. It's a.
I don't watch.
It's a white American tradition.
I don't watch sports in general.
That's true.
Sports are boring to watch. Oh, except basketball.
You don't watch basketball though.
A bit of it.
Which basketball?
Like Lakers and then.
See, actually, I was testing you. I actually do watch basketball.
Well then, Carl watches sports.
Impressed me. I don't watch any sports. Not even esports. I think I watched a bit of an Overwatch match once, and I was like, "This is really boring."
Would you consider esports like actual sports though?
It's its own thing. I wouldn't say it's actual sports. I think esports it's separate. I don't think it could fall into the same category.
Yeah.
Sports is physical. Well, there is some physicality to esports, I guess, because you gotta have Twitch aiming and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it's on the same level as.
Oh no, that's why I don't think they're comparable.
I don't think you could.
I don't think my point is they're not comparable.
Yeah.
Because it's like comparing like an apple with a chocolate. It's just it's.
No, but typically when you look at sports, you say someone who's say plays for a team, they're an athlete. Imagine trying to use the same description for someone. That's why
they don't get called that. They get called like professional gamers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, would you reckon it will get big? Like
it's already pretty big.
I mean, like
there's a lot of money in it already.
That's true.
Yeah, there's competitions.
There's millions of dollars going into that. I can imagine it getting bigger.
There's like TV channels for it now, isn't it?
I don't know. I know there's Twitch.
I'm pretty sure Sky Sports showed an esports game once. As they created like a temporary channel called Sky Sports Esports. And then everybody got really annoyed about it and they took it down.
This thing lends itself better to stuff like Twitch and YouTube.
Yeah,
it doesn't really work well on TV.
They tried it and then
they tried
football people were like, "What's this?"
They tried it in Facebook, but no.
I don't think Facebook's the crowd either. People who watch TV are usually like 40 and they don't care about new things. I make that joke. There's some things on TV that are probably worth watching. Doctor Who used to be one of them, but now it's awful, so don't. Actually, I've not seen it since they changed.
Are you one of these that complained about the new Doctor?
No, I didn't complain. I've not watched it since I didn't watch the last Doctor. I gave up after Matt Smith.
No, I thought you were going to be one of them that was like, "Oh my God, you can't have a female Doctor."
No, why would it be like that? You know me, Rob.
Yeah,
come on.
Just making sure it's
the female the whole thing with the female Doctor is a bit weird to me because why are people so worked? It's a fucking space alien.
Yeah, they don't have like a gender.
It's just who cares? Well, no, I think they do have genders. The Time Lords. It's just they've done so much in the story that how can you take it seriously?
Yeah.
So
it's a TV show. It's not meant to be real life, is it?
Well, no, I wouldn't even. Obviously, it has to have some basis in its own fictitious reality, but they've done so much in that fictitious reality that's like, it's not out of the question. Who cares?
Carl, do you watch Doctor Who? No,
that's why I can't comment to that anything.
I don't really either. So
I don't watch. I've not watched since I think the last Matt Smith episode.
Yeah, I
think I'd even watched the earlier series though. So I've been off the train for ages.
Yeah.
I was never on the train.
I didn't even want to go on the train.
There is good episodes of Doctor Who. It depends where you're getting in on. This new series, I did hear good things, to be fair. Yeah. But I've not given it the time of day yet. I probably will eventually. Yeah. It's probably on BBC iPlayer, so who cares?
Anything else everybody's watching?
Fucking hell, that delay, Rob.
Not delay.
No, I don't watch television or Netflix.
Carl, do you watch television?
No. Carl watches Crunchyroll. That's the anime streaming service, isn't it?
Shout out to Crunchyroll.
Do you watch it?
Yes.
That's fair.
Right.
Why do you cite that?
Everyone has their own.
I make fun of him for that, but come on.
Everyone has their own taste, Rob.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you like your indie music.
You like Football Manager, and you like crappy indie music.
Indie music's great. It's like really underappreciated artists who put in I'm not going to get into a rant about that.
You got into a rant about it. See how it goes. I'm sure that'll make good radio.
No, that's what my breakfast shows are for.
I'm sorry to hear that about your breakfast shows.
So
it's full of indie music.
Are we going to continue to moan about the Super Bowl, or should we?
I think
I want to moan about
past
it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to it.
No, it's about the SpongeBob thing.
bit. Yeah. Have you heard about this?
Yeah.
It's
Care to elaborate on it, Carl?
well, like Maroon 5 was supposed. Was it
Maroon.
Were they like teasing that they were gonna do it?
Yeah, they even played like a SpongeBob clip apparently.
Yeah, they were gonna do the. Is it Sweet Victory?
Sweet Victory.
But
one of the best SpongeBob clips out there.
But in the end, they just did like an animation of Squidward, and then the trumpets, and then that's it.
Yeah, they showed a bit of an animation of SpongeBob as well.
Yeah, but that's it. Literally
they played like Sicko Mode or whatever it's called.
It was bad.
It was really bad. It's
out
not gone down.
Isn't that like
out of all the
a bit
bands
disrespectful too? Like, you know,
in my opinion.
Sorry?
they did like a whole petition to like.
Yeah, they did the whole petition for it, and they teased that they were going to do it, and then they half did it. So it's like it's kind of insulting to the guy who made SpongeBob.
Mm.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
Any comment on it, Rob?
No, I didn't like the fact they had Maroon 5.
You would have wanted one of these bands with like 3 listeners to go.
No, they could have
like
picked
us.
No, they could have picked
We're not a band.
Okay.
No, they could have picked someone a bit more decent, like say Coldplay or someone like that. But
I think Coldplay got better things. They didn't involve themselves in the Super Bowl.
Oh.
Yeah. To be fair, Coldplay are on a bigger level than Maroon 5. They're better. I saw so many people talking about the lead singer of Maroon 5, Adam Levine, when he took his shirt off.
Yeah, there's weird tattoos all over.
Yeah.
Yeah, the California tattoo. Did you see
but,
that? That was awful.
I don't know if you know like what type of personality Adam Levine is.
I don't know enough about him.
He's like really. A lot of people took Mickey out of him because he was quite a soft guy on the outside, you know, like kind of decent personality. And then somebody's like, "Oh no, look at him with all his tattoos on." And then if you looked around his wrist, he had a little wristband that said "Dada" on it.
Dada.
And then loads of people were just taking the piss out of him because of the fact that he had all these tattoos.
No, tattoos don't mean anything. If you
make
an assumption about persons,
those people, these people are like, "Oh, you
sound like you was one of those people just then,
Rob.
Oh.
No, I just don't like Maroon 5.
That's fair. I don't like them either.
They turned from a band who produced decent music to just being another like kind of pop band.
To be honest, I like their old music.
Yeah, their older stuff was better.
I don't listen to them enough to really recognise their older music, to be honest. I probably like at least one of their songs.
Yeah.
She Will Be Loved.
Won't Go Home Without You.
I don't know titles of their music either. It's the sort of thing I would have heard in the background and be like, oh, that's okay.
Yeah. Surely Love is a good song.
Mm. What's this with this 6ix9ine guy?
6ix9ine, the rapper. He's getting like 42 years in prison, something like that.
47.
Why?
Yeah, 47.
He's 20.
He's a paedophile, and he's a paedophile, and he's ordered hits out on people and stuff like that.
He ordered what?
Like hits, like killing people. Not killing people, firing guns towards other rappers and stuff. There's also a theory he's linked to Extension's death. I don't know if you know who that is. That's another American rapper. That's obviously very unconfirmed, and that's all conjecture because it's not been brought up in the stuff. But he's a convicted paedophile now, definitely, and he's probably facing up to 47 years. And when he's released, he'll be 69 years old.
Oh,
so it adds to it, makes the meme work. He'll probably spend half that time.
Yeah, that's
usually how it goes.
You shouldn't do, but
I mean, but you'll be on the sex offenders register all the time, and you'll be an old age rapper. You're asking he's going to spend like 24 years. That's pretty late to get back into like doing rap.
Yeah.
So the good thing is we'll never hear from him for 24 years.
That's good.
Because he was one of the most annoying rappers. If you follow any
I never listened to.
If you listen to hip hop and everything, he's probably the one that he's awful. And he's just he makes loads of money, and everyone knew he was a paedophile because some of the things he's done previously, and he still made like loads of money and did music videos. And I think his most recent album got cancelled when he got sentenced.
Yeah,
it was not sentenced. He got charged.
Yeah, fair enough. You've got kind of a bit of news about. Well, we've had news about him, but the other
21 Savage.
21 Savage.
He's a British bloke.
He was from
rapper.
He was located in Alabama or something. I
don't know.
I'm pretty sure it was.
I don't know enough about 21 Savage.
Like in references in some of his music was like to places in Alabama, stuff like that. Yeah, apparently he escaped. Was it in I think 2007 2006. It apparently escaped in the UK.
Wait, was he in a cage?
I didn't use my terminology great there, did I? But,
he immigrated.
Immigrated over to the US and apparently outstayed his visa. So now ICE have come in and been like, "Yo, get out of the country."
That's not fair.
Yeah, I know, right?
Stuff
So
money's probably made for America. No, they're capitalists. They love all that stuff. Yeah. I mean, I hope he gets into British hip hop grime now. That would be pretty good. I'd like that.
Spotify
he's a very talented guy. If you listen to any of his stuff,
I've never listened.
I've listened to very few, but he's a talented person. It'll be good. It'll be good. It's like we're stealing a good artist.
It's like it's ours now.
Yeah. And the best part is just 6ix9ine just going away forever.
Yeah.
Never have to see his smug face again on like Twitter.
Well, I don't even know his face, so it's fine.
He's
got like rainbow hair.
He does have rainbow hair, and he's a big 69 tattoo on the side of his face. You'll know him when you see him.
Okay.
Very, very distinct.
There's this picture of him where he's like got his rainbow hair, and he's wearing a red tracksuit, and he's like in a garden, and he's holding like a machine gun, but upside down by the clip, but with like the top of the clip.
Yeah.
And he looks like a clown. It's really weird. He's got like coloured teeth and everything. He's got the big 69 tattoo on the side of his face. It's like, this guy is bizarre.
Yeah.
And he sleeps with 14-year-olds apparently.
Oh, wow.
That's true. he pleaded guilty to that, so we can confirm it. That's not. We can't get sued for that.
No, we can't.
That's fact.
Good. We're not getting sued this episode.
I think she was 12 actually.
Oh god, that's even worse.
Okay, that's maybe worse. That's way worse.
Anthem gets confusing pre-order graph.
So you know about video game Anthem.
Oh, I do, yeah. I've seen stuff about it. Yeah.
So they're doing like all this stuff, EA normally do. They like you pre-order the game, you have to play it 6 days early.
Yeah.
But they've added so many layers onto that, where you have different subscription services, that they've had to release a graph on when you get to play the game, depending which you pre-ordered and what services you currently have. The graph isn't inherently confusing. You can wrap your head around it easily.
Yeah.
But the fact they had to release one in the first place.
Wow.
Well, yeah. It was confusing to the point where they had to explain it to people.
So, right, okay, this is what you get. This is when you can play the game.
So
isn't that an awful system?
It's an awful system.
Yeah, it's really badly done that.
They do it on purpose to confuse people, so you end up getting the worst deal, so they get more money out of you. That's typically how they do it. They like to.
It's EA.
Yeah, EA. Ubisoft do the exact same thing.
Or like pay $60 and like, where's the other $60 for the full game?
There's an old meme. That's a very old meme.
Well, still, it's still true to this day.
Is it?
So.
You do get a full game a lot of the time. It's just they throw in all this other shit.
It's
to
like, if you want to win the game.
Oh yeah, that's the big one.
It's like, do you want to win this game, or do you want to be able to do anything apart from die online?
Or I could do the Fallout 76 method where you can't even install the game.
Oh,
we should start doing that with our show. If you want to hear the rest of the show, you have to pay for it.
Oh,
we make no money.
I know.
We literally make no money.
No one cares enough.
So if you want to have a shout out, you have to pay a $5.
I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that.
Oh no, you pay $5 and you have like a 10% chance of winning a shout out.
That's
winning a shout out.
That is awful. I hate that. It's not good.
Ryan would pay for it.
Why would I pay for it? I'm on the show.
That's true.
Come on. So yeah, just don't pre-order games. Just wait till reviews are out.
Exactly.
That's the best way of doing things. And Anthem's already did the public beta, so everyone knows it's bad. So don't buy Anthem.
Yeah, don't do it.
It looks really bad.
It looks really bad, yeah.
It just looks like Destiny, but like somehow more bland. It's very weird.
Somehow more open world or something.
I don't know. I don't care enough, to be honest. Who cares about games anymore? All right, this is something I wanted to bring up.
Yeah, I've seen this.
Is the word "guys" a gender-neutral term?
I think in general, no, but in terms of I use it as a very gender-neutral sense.
I use it as a gender-neutral as well.
So how many guys have you slept with?
Not in that sense.
There's the call out.
Right.
Okay. It doesn't work as a gender-neutral term now, does it? It just doesn't work.
If you're going on about in that sense, it doesn't work.
Well, no,
it's all about context, isn't it?
Is it? I think it's just this. It's a masculine term. Because then the opposite of it is gals.
No, but it seems
no
really awkward.
Gals, though.
I know, but I've heard people say gals.
I find that personally really awkward to say. Not like I can't pronounce it, but I find it's like very natural.
What, saying gals?
Yeah.
Just say, hey, people.
That's even worse.
That's not that. Hey, people is not that bad.
You get like kicked out of society for that.
You call women females, Rob.
I did, yeah.
You can't fucking say anything.
No, but I would say if I had a group of friends,
yes,
some female, some male, I would refer to them all as. It's like,
guys.
oh, you're right,
Hey,
guys. I would like. I'm not going to be like, you're right, guys. You're right, guys.
What if it was just a group of girls then?
You're right. Still.
You're right, guys.
Yeah.
I just say hey. I just don't skip out the problem altogether.
Yeah. Even if it was.
I just do that. I wouldn't even say hey, guys.
Think a lot of the girls I interact with don't really have a problem with it.
I'm not saying there's a problem with it, but I just don't. I'm just saying. I personally think guys is a masculine
thing. I think it's depends on the person purely, isn't it?
Well, yeah, obviously, but I just avoid it altogether. I know it's not an issue, but I just don't say it. Just say you're right, and then move on.
You're and everybody just says no, and then that's it. It's like you're right, no.
That is a sad story, Rob.
See, I know I convinced Carl somewhat because after how many guys have you slept with?
Carl was like,
no, it doesn't.
If you still use it in the same way, then that kind of question's like.
So there's
I would actually have an answer for, but in terms of guys, then.
Guys. See, now you're overcomplicating the issue.
No, but
see, you're talking about context, but then you're like, oh, guys. Then there's just guys, or then there's guys, and then there's guys, girls,
gals.
You know, guys, gals. How far do you go, Rob?
As far as you need to go.
Just give up on it altogether. Who cares?
I will speak to people the way I want.
Say hello.
Speak to people.
Hello, gentle fish. That's what they say in SpongeBob.
That wouldn't go down well.
Ladies and gentlefish.
Yeah, they do that.
Oh.
I'm glad you picked up on that.
Yeah. SpongeBob. Everyone knows SpongeBob memes.
Rob doesn't. He didn't watch SpongeBob. Rob just watched football when he was growing up.
I didn't really.
That's the thing. What did you watch growing up then?
Not much.
See?
Not much.
Rob didn't have a life. He lives in a Chinese concentration camp.
I thought you were going to say he lived in a pineapple in the sea.
He might have done. That would be too creative, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not like creative on the show, guys. Come on.
What's that, stealing?
Also,
that's copyright infringement, Carl.
I know.
Is your eye okay?
Right.
It's healing.
Yeah, Carl's got a broken eye.
From a fight?
No, he fell off a bridge.
Right.
It really isn't that funny, bro.
No, but the way you said it, he fell off a bridge.
Might have done. Did he fall off a bridge, Carl?
No.
Okay, so he didn't.
Carl's okay, everyone. It's fine.
I don't know. Define okay.
Yeah, Carl's not okay.
Why?
Because Carl.
What?
That's why.
I'm joking, Carl. You're alright.
Okay.
Except your eye. Your eye's not alright.
My eye's not alright.
No, don't touch it and don't touch anything.
I'll become a pirate now.
Okay, now.
Get an eye patch. That'll be sick.
Yeah.
Should we move on?
Yeah.
This is a nothing topic.
Yeah.
Turning Point United Kingdom has a horrible launch on Twitter. So you like this? Have you seen this?
What is Turning Point?
Turning Point is an American organisation called Turning Point United States, and their thing is they're very right wing, and they're almost bordering on like white nationalists with some of the stuff they say.
Yeah,
it's very weird, and they wanted to expand their branches out into England. And I heard went to a dinner. One of the CEOs was at like a dinner conference with Theresa May. So let that sink in. People with ties to white supremacy have had dinner with Theresa May, so that's good. Yeah, they tried doing their Twitter launch, and thusly loads of fake accounts under their name sprung up, making fun of them, basically. So I think the real one was Turning Point Oxford, and then someone did Turning Point Cambridge. And it was just like tweeting loads of stuff saying Oxford are liars and all this stuff, trying to get them banned instead.
Wow.
I don't know if it's still going on, but it was funny. Like posting these like memes and making fun of them, just trying to make them look as dumb as possible. I love it. These people aren't accepted there.
I saw bits of it on Twitter. The launch. It was quite funny.
It was hilarious.
The accounts with the same name, same logo, just a different
they like
handle.
arguing back and forth.
Yeah.
It's like,
we're the real one. No,
where it's
we're the
like,
real
which
one.
one is the real one?
I had no looking at it. I couldn't tell.
I remember one.
Doesn't it have the Twitter,
No,
the verified one?
No, they weren't verified.
Okay.
This is their new expansion, so they've not actually got verified accounts, so no one knows who's who.
That is
So they
funny.
took advantage of that. It's brilliant.
It's very well
I don't
done.
think they're actually verified on Twitter. I don't think Twitter will want to verify them.
Why
Twitter
would you?
very they're trying to be better now, but they're still pretty weak. They let the white supremacists still live on Twitter.
Kick them off
Oh yeah,
Twitter.
but they kick off like the ones who are like, I am a Nazi, but then they don't kick off the ones who try and disguise their Nazi-ness.
Yeah.
They're weird, Twitter.
Thanks, Twitter.
So if you're a
Appreciate
hidden
it.
Nazi, you can go on Twitter, but if you're an open Nazi, I guess you can't.
Yeah.
You just can't.
So they got some filters in place.
How long have we got left in this now?
Oh,
Not much time.
not much time.
We're like, according to this, we've recorded 1 hour and 1 minute. There's some bits to cut out, but I'm just thinking we were going to go on about...
Reddit?
We were going to go and do a Reddit segment like
That will.
last week,
Hmm.
but might not be that.
What is there to talk about?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing else.
So
Finish
call
it. We're calling it.
yeah,
Are we
Cool.
calling it in?
call it. Right. So that's I think that's about time to call it. That's all the time we have.
Yeah, we kind of lost track, I think, with
I
some
know, we looked- this-
topics, didn't we?
It's been a bit of a long episode.
To be fair, we did have quite a lot to talk about. It's
Hmm.
just we then tried planning this section, which was purely based off us not having that much last week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll have it for next week. It's all right. We got
We'll
loads.
delay it. We'll delay it.
We'll delay it. Okay, so I guess that's it. Thanks for listening. We've been your hosts.
Yeah. It's been the 8th episode.
8th episode of the R&R Plus Carl show. And we'll be back next week, Thursday, 9 o'clock,
If
9
we're not
p.m.
dead.
If we're not dead, and if we do record it. That's the big one.
If we record it.
If it's recorded. All right.
Will
so
it be a Valentine's special?
Oh, it'll be Valentine's Day.
Oh,
well,
Oh.
we'll have to see, Carl, won't we?
Yeah.
it'll be all singles.
Oh. Okay, let's move on. Let's move off.
Let's move
Alright,
off the show.
so,
Let's
yeah,
kick Carl off.
See it go. Go, Carl. All right, so yeah.
Goodbye.
Thanks for
Goodbye.
listening. Bye.
Goodbye.